that Amuor came to the office, that people wanted to get Amuor out of office, so they let him be fired. So when Amuor came, he wanted to get into the office, like into J1, and people tried to prevent him, but he forced himself into the office, and he went direct to President Kiir. And that's when he went to talk
do what?
to ask.
Or to ask, why am I fired?
Why is fired? And then the president say, no, I have not fired you. You are not fired. What happened? Who did this? And that's when the office of the whatever director, the executive director, had to issue another letter saying that the letter is fake. That's the narrative of that person. Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So the press secretary in the office of the president, Mr. David Amore, ambassador, has been fired today, February 3rd, 2026. And this come amid the saga of appointing of a dead person or a dead politician as part of the stakeholders into the broad-based body for that discussion. And for some of you that do not know Amore at some time back, 4 to 5 months ago, it trended when he had some with a lawyer at the Josephine Adet. And they were asking,
do you know who I am? Adet is
who do you think you are?
Is it?
Yes, who do you think you are?
I am who I am.
And by then, it was still serving as the press secretary in the office of the president.
Yeah.
And this thing was all over. Even the BBC, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, has put an article out there that this guy was actually fired for appointing, or in a story that led to appointment of a dead politician into the broad-based leadership body.
Yeah.
That's what they said. But from the office of the president, as usual, they have not said why he was fired, as usual.
Yeah.
No one in this country has ever been
held accountable
or been given a reason as to why somebody was fired. So for our part, we don't really know, but as per BBC, it's because of that appointment.
Did you want me to read like part of the BBC article?
Yes, a little bit of it.
Okay. So this article was published 7 hours ago today. That is on February 3rd, 2026. And the first part of it, or the heading says, South Sudan's leader sacks aides after dead man appointed. And then the publication starts by saying, South Sudan's President Salva Kiir has sacked 2 senior aides following an embarrassing situation where he appointed a dead man to serve on a panel to lead discussions on elections scheduled for December. Steward Sorobo Budia's appointment was announced in a presidential order dated January 30th, but local media pointed out that the member of opposition United Democratic Party, that is UDP, had died 5 years ago. It led to people mocking the appointment on social media. Without giving reasons, an official statement said the president had sacked his press secretary, that is David Amor, and the chief administrator in the office in the Ministry of Presidential Affairs, Valentino del Maluet. So those are the 2 people that were fired, according to the BBC article.
Yes.
And their firing kind of has something to do with the appointment of Sorobo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the name Sorobo, there have been a lot of different versions when it comes to his name.
Yeah.
You remember, like on the stakeholder's name itself is written as Soro.
Yeah.
But when you go and look for him everywhere, it's called Sorobo. And then I saw another article that wrote his name as Soroba.
And this one, the BBC article wrote his second name as Soroba.
But most people refer to him as Sorobo or Budia.
Yeah.
Yes. So my question is, do you think David Amore, the press secretary, was fired for appointing a deceased politician as stated by BBC?
No, it's not him appointing the deceased person, but instead it's the president accidentally appointing the deceased person. Simply because I think the reason as to why these individuals were fired, based on what I'm reading from BBC, is that these people did not do proper verification.
Due
Yes.
diligence.
And they actually quoted that part of the apology or clarification letter that we did yesterday, saying that on Monday, Amor said in a press release that the president's office had relied entirely on the accuracy and currency of the names submitted by stakeholders for inclusion on the panel. And in quote, they said, "It is now evident that a thorough verification was not done by one of the stakeholders, which resulted in this unfortunate administrative oversight." So to them, the president is firing these two individuals simply because they handed over a list without verifying the names that were provided by whoever was providing them with the names. And they were supposed to do their due diligence, which is what we said in the two videos that we did prior to this one. That if you get a list, you don't just publish anything that you have not done proper verification. At least do your final touches. It can be even the spelling of someone's name, or like you are giving like the wrong name, like they put Soro, I don't know, Sorobo, Soroba. You're supposed to do those final touches before you finalize on the list.
Yeah, so personally, I feel like these people were planning to fire Amuor. They were just looking for a reason to fire him.
Why didn't
Because
they
of
fire him during the other incident?
And that one
was
was
more fire.
Yeah, that one they said no. The way that it came, it will make it look bad. They look for something that he has actually failed on his end. This other thing is more of ethics and the code of conduct for civil servant employees. That one at that point. But this one, the one that we are looking at today, is more of his role. Now this one is falling on his responsibilities. So now they were just piling everything together and looking for an opportunity to get rid of this guy. And then it came without any hesitation.
Okay.
And again, like they saw a lot of failures in Amor. Because because the order was read on Friday. They had the same name.
Yeah.
They waited until the social media people cry out that this is a dead person that has been appointed for them to jump into it and make correction.
Okay. This kind of makes me think or leaves me wondering, do you think that letter that we did yesterday was actually written by Amor or somebody drafted it?
It was done by the office, not Amor.
Why do you think so?
Because most of the time the press secretary, this is to issue the statement as if that one doing it, but people that do the junk work or the drafting is done by
like a professional writer somewhere.
Yes, somewhere seated there.
Oh yeah, that English is not Amor's English.
Yes.
When you see how he speaks, when he's doing the press release, or like even in that exchange on Facebook with Adet, the English was totally broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was kind of grammatically correct, except for run-on sentences here and there where the punctuation was not at par, but otherwise it was well done. If you were the president, let me ask you a follow-up question. Would you have fired Amor because of this incident of the appointment of Mr. Steward? Or would you have fired him due to that incident of Adet, whereby he was saying that if you were going to summon people to answer questions with regards to corruption, then start from the presidency. You can't start with only Benjamin Bolmil. Which one would you have? Like, which one do you think is a strong enough reason for firing someone?
It all depends with the situation of the country or how things are. For example, if South Sudan was a country in which code of conduct is respected in all the civil servants, in all the civil service by all the civil servants, then I would have fired him at that point. But understanding the situation of South Sudan and the way that civil servants misbehave, that thing would have not led to him being fired. Because if South Sudan was a country where code of conduct is observed by all the civil servants, not the way it is right now, then I would have fired Amor at that point, at that time. But looking at the situation and how the civil servants behave and how even people were defending him because people have accepted it, it was not a ground to fire him. Because look at soldiers, like the army people, can't talk politics. Literally, like politics, everybody talk about it, even people that are not supposed to talk about it. People that are not politicians are talking about politics. So him jumping over and trying to defend Bolemel and then trying to talk the person that has employed him, with the situation of the country, it was understandable. And people were able to justify it. Now, when it came to this issue of like a person that has actually passed away some years back being appointed, where did you see the blame going?
They were shifting the blame
to the presidency.
So people were accusing the presidency of being incompetent.
Yes.
And so that's why they had to issue that statement, and someone had to take a fall for it.
Yes.
But so then they did not acknowledge it. They did not accept accountability as the office of the president. Instead, they were shifting the blame to stakeholders,
saying
as the people who are providing the names.
Yes, leaving them not, they should have done their work.
Yes.
So you see, in this case, when this issue came up, people were not mocking Amor.
Yes.
People were mocking the president. During that time, the debate was between Amor and Adet.
Yes.
It's only the woke people that were saying, you Amor, you should not do this when you are employed by
the president. Yeah.
But this time it was all president. You are a failure. Government is failed because of this individual. Coming to this point, it will be better to let Amor go and the person that work with him.
I agree with you on that, like on both accounts, because even like with the first incident where Agbet and Amor were kind of engaging on social media, precisely Facebook, it's kind of not everyone understood why some people were saying this is unethical. Because there were some people, like you said, who were defending Amor, saying that, this is
it was not in office.
During office hours, or he was not talking like that in office. So it shows how much people don't really understand about these things. Yeah. And also you can say or assume that that was the first mistake or the first incident. So you let it slide. And then the second time they repeat something like that, or they commit another offense or another misconduct, then you have to take the fall. Take your L, count your losses and go. Yeah.
And you see, I was right. When we were talking about what should be done to the person that made mistake, I said fire him, and you're like, no, that's being too aggressive. I'm like, this is like hiring a person that has actually passed away. It's better like to make some small mistake here and there.
No, but do you actually believe that the list was provided by stakeholders or other people?
No, the section of the stakeholders, I feel like it was copy paste. Like I don't actually.
The office of the president that copy pasted the stakeholders.
Yes.
Or just lifted names from somewhere.
They were too lazy to go and look for the stakeholders and give them a phone call and say, can you guys organize yourself and bring people? So they just copy paste what was there in the 2018 peace agreement.
Okay.
Because for the parties, it was easy to reach party leaders and say, bring the name of the people.
Oh, yeah.
But for the stakeholders, it's kind of a little bit because people are looking either for new people who are the new stakeholders now in town.
Yeah.
And like they didn't want to do a lot of work.
And then I also think like it depends with whom they consider as stakeholders in that sense. If they just want random people or different, especially for religious group, you obviously know someone from
Yeah, you just
All
look for
Saints
the bishop,
Cathedral.
bishops.
Yeah, active ones. You just pick a name. And then there are those specific individuals who attend almost all these public events.
Some of them even came during the national
The
prayers.
Yes, and also the December one
Yeah,
where
that's the
Kidit
national
was.
prayers, national breakfast prayers.
No, that was on 20th. I think 20th of December. And then for December 31st,
Yeah, New Year
yes, there was also
prayers.
prayers on those occasions. So you can just leave the names from the guest list
Yeah.
during those events. Hey, but this was a big blunder anyways. Firing, kind of.
And if
I'm
we
kind of on the fence on this.
no, yeah, because I feel like Amor was not actually fired because of disappointing.
Okay.
Because as a press secretary, him is for talking.
Yeah.
The people that do the dirty job there are other people. So why would he be fired for that? And he has already issued a statement.
Like
So
an
maybe it was
apology.
just a coincidence that they just happened to fire him at the same time. But why did they have to let him issue a letter?
Yeah.
And then,
I'm like,
yeah, it's better to get somebody fired to seem like he never did anything to rectify the situation.
I feel like it's also good that he issued that letter yesterday.
For him.
Yes. Because that way, amejiondolea swara, or like he has kind of cleared his name of the blame because he shifted it to whoever was listing the individuals, right? And then ata akitoka, he will just get out of that office with a clear conscience. And then going forward, at least they'll just do whatever it is that they need to do.
Yes. And then there was a letter that was circulating on social media, and the office of the president came out and labeled it as fake.
Yeah, today.
Yes, today, and issue another statement to clarify that.
Yeah.
Actually came across somebody that was trying to explain the two letters, the one that was fake, and his narrative, man, I'm like, do South Sudanese actually read the thing? Because it was saying that Amor came to the office, that people wanted to get Amor out of office, so they let him be fired. So when Amor came, he wanted to get into the office, like into J1, and people tried to prevent him, but he forced himself into the office, and he went direct to President Kiir. And that's when he went to talk
do what?
to
fight?
ask,
Or to ask, why am I fired?
why is fired? And then the president say, no, I have not fired at you. You are not fired. What happened? Who did this? And that's when the office of the whatever director, the executive director, had to issue another letter saying that the letter is fake. That's the narrative of that person. But when you look at the two letters, those are two different letters.
Yeah.
The thing is still stand that Amor has been fired.
True.
The fake letter is regarding firing and hiring of two different individuals.
Oh, yeah.
This one has nothing to do with Amor. And these are different positions that people have been fired in that fake letter.
Yeah. And the firing actually happened on the same day.
Yes.
Okay, let me read like one of the first one. So the firing of Amor, we are going to put it there. It's dated February 3rd,
They are all dated
2026. Yeah, and then it's press release. Relief and appointment of two senior government officials. The office of the president hereby informs the general public that it has pleased His Excellency, the President Salva Kiir Mayardit, to announce the following Republican decrees. One is relief of officials, and those that have been relieved are Amor, that is Ambassador Amor, David Amor Majur, who's the press secretary in the office of the president, and the other person is Honorable Valentino del Maloed, the chief administrator in the Ministry of Presidential Affairs.
Yes.
Those are the two individuals. And then the appointment was for officials that are replacing, but only one person was appointed to replace Valentino, and that is Honorable Marik Nanga Marik as the chief administrator in the Ministry of Presidential Affairs. But they said that the position of press secretary, yeah, so they have not replaced Amor as per that letter.
Yeah, the first letter that went up in the morning, but the fake letter
The
that
fake
office.
letter, yeah, this one they were saying that people that have been relieved are also true. That is Ambassador Marina Ayan Gregory Vasily as the office manager in the office of the president, and Mr. Akola Rej Majuk, private secretary in the office of the president. This is the guy you said had bodyguards, right, for security.
No, I think that guy moved already. They moved
Okay.
him to national revenue
Okay.
collection.
Okay, and then the people that were appointed to replace them, allegedly as per this letter, were Mr. Michael Majak Kiir, office manager in the office of the president, and Mr. Wal Agekdit as the private secretary in the office of the president.
Yes. So
And this one was issued by Africano Mande Gedima, the Minister of Presidential Affairs.
yeah, the same thing with the other one. The
yeah.
release of
Yeah, both
Amuor.
letters are allegedly from Monday.
Yes. So the one that has been marked as fake is the one with two different individuals, Marina and Akola Arech.
Yeah.
And then the replacement are two people again.
Yes.
That letter has been marked fake. But the one where Amor has been fired has not been marked fake.
Yeah.
So Amor's Thanas has gone home.
Yes.
But this person was explaining the way that I stated earlier.
Yeah.
That the office has to issue a statement saying, no, that the first one was a fake information. If you go to the fake one, does not have a more name. Yeah.
And the office of the president actually had to issue a statement.
Yeah.
From James Dengwal, who's the executive director in the office of the president. And it's dated the same day, today, February 3rd, for immediate release. Statement on the circulation of doctored and fraudulent documents online. The Office of the President wishes to alert the general public to a series of fraudulent documents currently circulating on social media. These materials include unauthorized doctored versions of a legitimate press release issued by the Honorable Minister of Presidential Affairs today. The office hereby states unequivocally that the said documents are fraudulent, unauthorized, and did not originate from the office of the President of the Republic. They constitute deliberate acts of misinformation designed to deceive the public and undermine official communications. They are to be disregarded in their entirety and dismissed with the contempt they deserve. The general public and all concerned parties are strongly advised to obtain official communication or official information only through authorized channels of the office of the president, through verified social media accounts. The public is further reminded that the forgery, altercation, or uttering (distributing of false official documents) is a serious criminal offense under the Penal Code Act of 2008. All relevant security agencies and law enforcement organs have been directed to track the digital footprint of these fabrications. They are mandated to investigate this matter and effect the arrest and prosecution of the individuals responsible for creating or purposefully sharing these criminal materials. Sign and rubber stamp from the Office of the President, James Dengwal, Director.
Yeah, so my question is, do you think the letter labeled as fake was actually a fake letter, or it was a breach of confidential document before it actually released?
It looks fake. Yeah. Because if you look at the
firing of Amore,
Yeah.
the other letter.
And then the footer, like that thing. The letterhead and the footer. They don't footer, they don't look legit.
They look different, please.
Yes. Okay. They look different. It says the minister on the fake letter. But then on this other one, it also says the minister.
No, at the end.
At the beginning.
There's the minister at the top. For the other one.
Yeah.
And then this other one.
Okay, give me a second. Let me check this.
Republic of South Sudan Ministry of Presidential Affairs. Republic of South Sudan Ministry of Presidential Affairs. The minister. Yeah, so the
other one is also saying the minister too.
Yeah, they're all saying the minister.
Yeah.
But for the fake one, if you go to the end of it, like at the bottom, you go to the bottom of the fake letter, there's the minister, which is not on the original document on the other side for the firing of Amor. There's not the minister at the bottom.
No, the one for firing of Amore, it also has the minister at the bottom.
At the bottom?
Yeah. But their logos are not the same though.
No, they're the same. I look at the logo, the signature. Does it have the minister? Let me see. I don't know why.
Yeah, it has the minister down there.
What are the lines?
The lines are also
There's
there.
a thin line and a dark line. For the fake one, it has a deep dark one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That dark line. No, that dark line is, I think someone was kind of trying to take a photo of one page up and another page down.
No, you can't make that assumption. It's two lines, it's very straight.
No, the big dark space is kind of a space between
That's
two
the fake one you are
pages.
looking at. Look at the firing of Amor.
The one for the firing of Amor doesn't have another line. It's only one line.
Yeah, but this one has two lines when you look at it. So
Yeah. Anyway, maybe this one could be original or fake.
yeah, if it have the dark line as written the minister with capital at the bottom too, then I would say this document people were supposed to be fired, but somebody leaked it earlier
Yeah.
than it was intended to be. So that's why these people have to come out and call it fake.
Yeah. And also, like, if you look at the people being fired there, sister-in-law, is it sister or niece-in-law? The niece to the president's wife.
Yeah, these are people already on the radar of the government to be fired anyway, because the brother-in-law was fired the other time, Gregory.
Yeah, the father to this Marina.
Yeah, so high chances they want to get rid of the daughter too. So it kind of makes sense that they were actually planning to fire the person, and it's already in the pipeline. It's just that somebody went ahead of his time to release it.
Okay.
Either
So they are kind of feeling bad that this made its way out to the public before the stipulated time.
Exactly, that's how I feel.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of differences here in the way that they have all been written.
Yeah.
And even the signature of the minister himself is all the same. The stamp is the same.
And if you look at the last paragraph, His Excellency the President further wishes to express his profound gratitude to the outgoing officials for their dedicated service and contribution to the nation during their tenure, and conveys his best wishes to the newly appointed officials in his new role, or in their new role. That's the same thing that they had.
Yeah, so the thing will have to be this way. The only way that you can term this one as fake is to say, who are the people that might be hating on these two people that they want to be fired, and who are rooting for these two other individuals to be appointed. because these are members of the public.
Yeah.
So why would somebody create a letter and put their names there?
Michael Majak Kiir and World War.
Yeah, so personally, I'm not convinced that it's actually fake. I will just say it's a confidential letter that has leaked ahead of its time. So they're trying to cover their butts, and which will be good for the people that were supposed to be fired, because now their firing will have to be delayed so that it doesn't sound like it was actually true.
Yeah, because if you look at that first paragraph, right?
The AI can mimic the same thing, so you don't have to.
Like on the clarification where they are saying the document is fake. In the second sentence, they said these materials include unauthorized doctored versions of a legitimate press release issued by the Honorable Minister of Presidential Affairs today. So are they kind of trying to say that the Marina and Wall were not getting fired like the other people?
No, I think they're trying to say
the office manager were not getting fired, but someone kind of went ahead and created a photocopy of what was written while firing Amore and the other people.
Yes, they're trying to say the original document was that of firing those of Amore.
Okay.
So somebody went and mimic that thing of Amore and insert people that they want to put there.
Okay. So
but it has to be somebody that's so close. It has to be somebody so close to them to know the full name of this individual. Because personally, I will not know the three names: Marina, Ian, Gregory, Vasily.
You can know them from the previous hiring, right? When she was appointed, it was all over the news. So you can easily get their names. But then why would you be so specific, even appointing people that are replacing these individuals?
And why would I will go and pick on her and the other gentleman? And there are so many people in the office of the president or the Ministry of Presidential Affairs that can be fired and rehired. So why would I pick on them?
Maybe because those are people, supposed to be. I think because those are two individuals that are close to this saga of people messing around with the appointment of Steward. Yeah. So probably if you look at the office of the president, who are those that are supposed to know these things, or who are supposed to do their due diligence in terms of making sure that the list provided to the president for his signature is up to date? So obviously the office manager will have to be there, and the other guy, what's his name? Private secretary. What's his work actually?
I don't know. Maybe handling private affairs.
Is he the one that takes the president's notes, or there's a note taker again?
I don't know. Do you think the firing of all these individuals will now fix the mess in this office of the president?
Nope. It's not going to fix anything. Like, unless if you fire everyone, including Kiir himself, if he's to fire himself, then maybe we can get new people to do the work. But otherwise, they will just find their way back into the office.
Yeah, which was my other question. Do you think Amor will be recycled back into the office?
He's already an ambassador, right? He has that title on...
Holding an office place.
No.
Now he's jobless at home.
Yeah, but he already has that title, ambassador. So probably he'll get rehired back into another position. Most likely not the office of the president as press secretary. He's probably going on an upward mobility or trajectory, like his predecessor.
Yes. Yeah, so our chances might come back.
As a minister or under secretary.
Oh man, if they appoint him as a minister, then this country will just leave it and let the people do what they want to do.
I feel like he can come back as an undersecretary somewhere.
I don't know what they're going to do with him, but our chances of he might get himself back.
Yeah, the president will get him something to do. Yeah, but anyway, what was he doing even before getting hired as the press secretary? He can go back to doing that.
Imagine it was the managing director of the SSBC.
Really? Ah,
You see why some of these things do not grow. Why SSBC has been stagnating.
it's you who is seeing stagnation.
The
Yeah.
Chinese even had to inject into SSBC, build for them studios, but still, when you look at these individuals, they look like they are in black and gray. Those televisions,
Oh yeah, like the
black and
color
white.
is not good.
Yeah, black. They look like they're in a black and white studios.
Well, people are dark. Sasa unataka
No, they can do better.
Colored TV.
No.
Maybe
they
it's
can
all
do better.
because of their theme color.
Yeah, the
That
theme
blue
color
thing.
and the lighting.
Yeah.
I'm new in this game, but I can see the lighting of SSBC is not a professional light, but they have money to make it more professional.
Money where? Maybe they are not even getting paid. But the other day I saw Rejoice getting bought a car. She was gifted. Mama Rejoice.
Yeah, she can be
Before
gifted.
they took away her job of announcing the...
Was she fired? Or she's still there?
I think she's still there, but she's not issuing the presidential decrees, right?
Yeah, anything can happen, right? Because even Garang John was pampered too by the government, but what ended up happening? So
They weaned him.
Yeah, so
I saw somebody saying that they weaned him. Yeah. That was bad. But at least Ali enjoy while it lasted. But then it ended tragically.
Yes.
Some unlawful detention.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
stay away from government things.
Yes, they can turn you into bigger.
You'll be their buddy today, and then tomorrow they throw you to Blue House.
Yes. All right. So that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment.
Let us know.
Yeah, what do you think of? Was Amore actually fired because of Steward Budia? Or these people were actually looking for something to get rid of Amuor, and they got the excuse?
That was my question. That's what I wanted to ask them to let us know. Yeah. And also, with that document being said it's fake document, I don't know what. Do you think it's a fake document, or they are kind of trying to cover their tracks because somebody leaked the information before it was made public?
Yes.
But then why would you not make it public if it's meant for public consumption?
It was meant not to come out immediately.
But it's dated date 3.
Maybe it was supposed to come out, but something happened and it got delayed.
So
maybe the president did not approve it or did not put its signature, and somebody has already run with it. Want to inform what's the name of his friend? Michael Majaki and Wall Agong did want to inform them that good news is coming out of J1. They ran with it. Now our boys are going to sleep hungry.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, President Kiir and his country and government.
Yes.
Yeah, I have another story that we need to look at. It's kind of surrounding these appointments, government by family and stuff. So stay tuned for the next story.
Yes.
And please take us to 5K. We are almost there.